They even half-assed the theme. The theme was dress as if you're going somewhere.
What? Isn't
What does that mean?
every time I leave the house? Are reindeer actually real?
Yeah, they're real.
No, people eat them, right?
Yeah,
And do people actually eat them?
Yeah. Welcome back to this very special episode of Critical Banter, my friends. This is the podcast where we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. If you are on the YouTube, you will have already known, but for your audio listeners, this is our Christmas special. We are dressed Christmassy and we have Christmas segments today for you. We have a festive version of What is the Question, as well as our draft of all holidays, public, religious, any holiday you'd like,
etc.
on TCB Draft. But before I drop the week, we got me and Miguel. We have Senny in a Santa hat.
Hello.
And we have Rowie with his whole chest out.
G'day. If you can't see, I am in women's clothing. Miguel's mum, thank you very much for the t-shirt.
Show it to the camera.
It's a nice little number, actually. Tidy little one. But I am wearing it. It is comfortable and it is Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, we had we have Secret Santa, right? We've got that coming up. And I want to get your boys' thoughts on a particular thing that I've done, because the gifts limit was $25. I've spent $26, but it looks like I've spent $6.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Like, the items that I've got this person has added up to $26, but it looks crap. Like, it looks like I've gone to the dollar shop and bought him. Okay, I'll tell you what I bought him, right? I bought him not reflective. How do I say this? Okay, sunglasses, which look like they're from the dollar store, but they're for raves. So when you wear them, the light refracts and everything looks trippy.
Is it like one of those big novelty sunglasses? Like, looks like plasticky and cheap?
So plastic. It's not big. It literally looks like I've gone to Vinnie's and picked it up out of the box.
How much did that set you back?
That was $20. And then I bought him.
The glasses were $20.
Yeah. And they just look like the Mr. Potato glasses as well. You know what I'm saying? So what do I do here? Do I now have to stat pad the gift and spend extra money so it looks
Maybe
like
you get a third thing, so then it looks like in total you would have spent over.
But then he's spending over 26. He's already over with 2 items.
$1 over. The second item is basically some Vicks inhaler. Type of thing.
Why does the other person have a blocked nose all the time?
Yeah,
Bit of hay fever.
It's stuffy
Sensitive eyes as well. You know, the sun gets a bit much. Fair enough.
But what do I do here? Like, am I supposed to make it look like I've spent the $25, or is the gifts and the thought that counts?
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't the whole point of Christmas, the thought behind the gift is what counts, right? So why did you give this person these gifts? What was your thought process behind it?
He's a rave rat. The rave rat at the counter who I bought this from told me that other rave rats would enjoy this gift. So I gave it to him.
Oh, okay. Well then, some thought has gone into it.
Throw in a third gift.
And
chewing gum.
Well, like a bit of Eclipse or something. But no.
Really doubling down on the rave rat.
No, but I'm trying to say, no, because then I'm spending more. And chewing gum is also like a $2 gift. Like, it's not going to increase the value of the package.
Then you buy him one of the big boxes of chewing gum.
24 by 6 pack or some shit. No, it's the thought that counts. And with Secret Santa, it's better to get, even if it is $6, a $6 custom personalized gift than a $25 fucking stat padder, Kmart, random, something off the shelf you saw at checkout gift, I feel. So maybe. It's going to feel better when he sees, you open some random candles or something, that was $25, and he's got a gift for him.
But the problem is, this is the problem with Secret Santa. It's a public affair. Everyone sees what the present is. It's not like I've given it to Santa, he goes home in his own time and opens it. It's kind of barbaric, actually.
But
it's a public execution.
It's if he knows what it's for, that it's rave materials, the reaction will be worth the $25, I feel. Because I'm sure over years past, we've been at Secret Santa, people have opened all their gifts and the reaction's been mild. And say, who cares? It's not memorable. It's not memorable in your head.
Yeah.
So that's going to oversway the fact that it might be 6.
It wasn't, but 15. It wasn't 6.
No, that's what I mean as well.
Make things clear. It was over.
So what do you want? Put the receipt in. What do you want me to tell you?
I was going to say, well,
leave the fucking price tag on
the price tag or the receipt in
there.
Is there
a little sticker of the price?
This is the problem. The place was so dero.
Like cash only.
No, it wasn't cash only. Basically, right? Big shout out, Pro Art Sydney, right? Pro Sydney Art. You go in there, there's bongs. It's basically a drug shop, just to buy paraphernalia.
Right. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I walk in and I'm like, do you have any of these refractive sunglasses? He's like, yeah, absolutely. He pulls out like a IKEA box.
With just full of them.
And just full of sunglasses. No packaging whatsoever. I literally had to ask him, like, can I take this to put the sunglasses in, please? He's like, yeah, no dramas. So there was no price tag. It was like one of those market shops where you go and you don't know the price.
It's all discreet.
You just ask him what's the price. He tells you a number and you pay it.
Did you try and bargain, haggle? Like barley? Just
Nah.
What's your final price on this, boss?
Mate, the store down the street gives it for 15. Come on.
And I went back because I wanted to see if I did get scammed, because they do have a website with like, it's an Instagram website and they just say how much the prices are.
Yeah.
Well, you reckon you got drop shipped?
No. I'm saying on the Instagram website it was $15, but he's just told me $20.
That's the in-person service. Dare I suggest you go to like a Hot Dollar, you go to a reject shop, you buy a $25 item and for the sticker. For the price
I don't need
sticker.
to buy the item. I'll
This
just
is too
take
much
the sticker
effort.
off. I agree. But I do agree that personalized is better. Like, for example, another Secret Santa we had, mate, every man and their dog was getting a disposable camera. Great gift. Generic. And also you got to pay for the
gotta pay
development
extras,
of the
you know.
film. Like, it's not even
Like when you win like a car on a TV show, you got to pay the tax, you got to pay
the tax.
everything.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's why it's not necessarily the most
No, you got to pay the insurance on
insurance.
That's
okay,
If you're some average Joe winning a Ferrari, imagine the fucking insurance of that bad boy.
yeah, you're just flipping that, surely.
Yeah, you gotta
Exactly.
sell
So
that.
same thing. Flip the disposable camera.
But like low key, I kind of want the sunnies for myself. Like, so I was trying them on just to see what they were like, right? And they
So you gave someone a used item.
they were used. in the box.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That's true, actually.
It's not like the weed whacker that I gave used to whoever won that. But I tried the sunnies on, and like it makes all the lights look like it's actually pretty cool. And I might buy a pair for myself.
But you reckon
I
after a
think
while,
it's
is that
fun.
going to get like, will that hurt? Like is that going to trip you out too much? Like,
Mate, I'm asking all these. Trust me, I'm asking all these questions to the experienced gentleman at the front of the counter.
and he assured you that, it's.
You whispered sweet nothings into your ears to
So there was
secure
two
the
types.
sale.
There's two types of like these sunnies. There's like the kaleidoscope ones, which is actually like
That'd be too much,
You know
I
what
reckon.
kaleidoscopes?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about,
that'd
right? Yeah. I put those on.
Get a headache after like 5 minutes.
5 seconds I was
Yeah.
hurting. And he's like, these ones are much more subtle, give you a better high, whatever, all this kind of gear. But that is my Secret Santa story. Anyone else?
I haven't got a Secret Santa story, but I do have a Christmas general story. But quickly before then, I must say, boys, what a World Cup final the other day.
Oh, wow.
Massive shout out to Argentina for their big win. I have to say, Messi, what a goal.
But undisputed
But
goat.
Mbappe, what he did, I don't condone that kind of behavior on the pitch. Especially when he did the eyes as well, mate. You can't do that
Not on.
You can't do that anymore these days. But great win for Argentina. Boys, Christmas party season is coming up.
Go on.
Mine is in 2 days. So I just want to know what's the do's and don'ts. So I assume you guys have had yours.
I have had mine, yes.
I've also had mine. What
Behavior-wise.
danger do you think you're in? How
Do wear a seatbelt on the way to the Christmas party.
don't sexually harass the other workers.
See, great. That's a great start.
I'm sorry you needed that.
I
tip.
saw someone at Sky Sports or Sky News
I
got
saw that
fired
as well.
for doing that at the Christmas
So
party.
maybe
it is
they
actually-
didn't need that.
Oh, fair enough. We're a PSA podcast. Keep
But-
your hands to yourself.
Did you guys get tanked? What was the go? Did you drink as much
Mine
as you could?
was unfortunately beers and wine, which is not conducive to a very festive affair.
What's wrong
What are
with
you talking about?
Yeah. what else did you
Actually,
need?
yeah, dare I suggest that's all you need.
Too slow.
You don't even need the
vibes are off.
wine or the
What-
beer. You
bro,
just have one or the other.
Wine is too slow?
We had spirits in the office, and it slows down at the event.
Oh, so you
Half
guys
it's outdoors.
You preed before your Christmas party.
yeah.
Fair.
And then the body was just dead. I'm not filling up on Peronis and...
I hate Peroni. I
Exactly.
actually hate Peronis, especially when they walk around. Mate, no one wants a fucking Peroni right
Exactly, man. That kills the vibe.
now. That is true.
Playing
I
some
do-
generic copyright-free house music as well.
Was there a DJ?
Yes, playing the copyright-free house music.
Oh, so they didn't play any like pop songs or
Not
anything?
really, no.
What was the event like?
It was
Why
just-
do you want house music or any kind of like? Why do you care about
Well, he
music
doesn't
when
want
you're
house
outside?
music.
I don't want house music, first of all. It was at Museum of Contemporary Art. So it was a nice venue, but we only got one level, which is a shocker. I got my hopes up. I was
Ungrateful.
hearing whispers all month, mate. So
Yeah.
my hopes are up high.
How
I was,
big is this
I was
company?
hearing there's a rooftop of MCA. I'm hearing there's like the gallery parts. I'm hearing all that, and all of a sudden,
Did any of this come out of your pocket?
absolutely not.
So why are you complaining?
because I can and
No,
I
you
will.
can-
It's
you
a
can
free.
complain.
It's a free country. Freedom of speech. I will complain as I so please. I've been hearing big things. I work at a media agency. These things are meant to be rowdy, and all I got was a fucking 2 Peronis and 5 arancini balls.
Yeah.
I'm not a happy man.
Sure, arancini was lovely.
It was lovely. I
there
will
you
admit, the food was lovely, but it's the expectation that was set, and I get there. I haven't been drinking at work events recently.
Yeah.
This was the time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna
Let loose. Get the demons out.
All of a sudden, I'm letting loose on fucking Peronis, brother. That's a stinker. I went home at like 10:30.
Oh, so what would you give your Christmas party out of 10 then?
Out of 10, I would give it. The arancini was lovely. I'll give you that. There were some lovely chicken wings as well. The dessert was also nice.
So the food was good.
The food was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The drinks were a shocker. The venue was a shocker. The DJ was a
vibes?
shocker. Vibes were off. Because it's one of those, you stand there with your friends for an hour or two, and they just leave.
Was there any did they try and liven up the crowd at any point?
No,
with events,
dead ass.
anything?
They just put us all in one location, and that was it. There's no like
chickens in a
MC
coop,
Exactly.
just, like, run
I felt
around.
caged.
Yeah,
How many of them?
How many chickens per square meter?
Was it free range or
It was free range.
Cage free or
It was it was caged outside, and it was absolutely free range inside. It was
But there was there's 100 of you. Like how many people in this?
couple hundred. No, because the problem is like there's a parent company,
Right.
And then there's a lot of different agencies amongst that parent company.
Everyone gets okay.
No, but obviously when you get there, you stay within the people you know. You're not mingling with
You're not mingling with the
other companies. It's not just a different department. It's a whole other company. I haven't fucking seen them ever. I'm there with my friends for an hour or two. Vibes are off. DF dead. No one wants to be inside.
Yeah.
Fucking sweating bullets inside as well.
No aircon.
No aircon, no vibes.
Wait, hang on. Can I just ask, the art museum? Were you in a place where there was precious artwork around?
No.
Right. So it was just like a hall.
Yeah, it was a hall.
precious artwork.
I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a risk. No, there's definitely some don'ts if you're with the Mona Lisa.
No.
They even half-assed the theme. The theme was dress as if you're going somewhere.
What? Isn't
What does that mean?
every time I leave the house?
Exactly.
What?
No, exactly. What is that?
So what did people dress up as?
Whatever they fucking. No one dressed up.
Okay.
They just went to office like it was a normal day.
That is a
That's
shambles.
poor.
It's a shambles.
So Marner's was a stinker. What
4
about
out of
you,
10.
Rob? 4 out of 10.
I honestly had a great time at mine, to be honest. Actually, so to be fair, last year's Christmas party was unbelievable. We went on a Harbour Bridge walk,
Fucking hell.
and we did a cruise. All right, that was the.
You can't top that.
And
How
Yeah.
can you top
not
that?
one or the other.
No,
and
it was both in the same. It was unbelievable. All right, this year money's a bit tighter, so
You blew it on last year's one.
I don't have the money after the Harbour Bridge. So we went to a nice place called Cafe Sydney. Beautiful food.
Believe
nice
I've
is
heard
an
of that.
understatement.
Yeah.
Beautiful venue, and it's not one of those places where it's got a good view. It's like a mad view of the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House and whatnot.
Right.
But those places. I went to the Centrepoint Tower, which has the 360 views of Sydney.
Yeah.
Food's trash. They just try to make up with the actual
view.
venue.
Yeah,
view
right.
itself. Here, the food was unbelievable. Unlike Manu, mate, any drink goes. I'm ordering G&T.
Spirits were on the menu. Oh, wow.
Their company card was just getting passed around.
Far
it was
out.
beautiful.
Sounds like a dream.
It was unbelievable. And then we kicked on to, we went to Hickson Distillery. So I had a nice little tour of the gin place there. Once again, G&Ts were in full fashion. Beautiful.
Bro, didn't you text me at 2 p.m. that day? It's like, brother, I'm 8 down.
I did.
Sun was out. He's like, bro, I'm in trouble.
Because it was a 12 o'clock. It was 12 o'clock start. And I like the day drinking. It's great.
Yeah,
I got home at 10 o'clock, but I was happy
Exactly.
at that time. I went to the gin distillery and then kicked on to Squire's Landing. Again, company card.
mate.
Now, at that point, there was only 10 of us left. And
It was a game of attrition.
it was, it was who could last the longest and who was buying the rounds. And
Well, surely the company card was still buying the rounds.
Yeah. So
I would have just hung around just for the free drinks all day, even if I wasn't drinking.
This
Just-
is the thing. Usually you have an executive who has a company card.
Yeah.
Executive was leaving, but didn't want the party to stop, so he just chucks it on the table, walks out, and then it's free reign. Free reign for me and the boys.
Must be nice. So what would you rate it out of 10?
If honestly the Harbour Bridge and the cruise, that was
Don't compare it to last year.
that
Compare it to
was 10 out of
Manu's.
10. I mean,
Tragic
This is like a
tale you
fucking
heard.
12 or some
I'd
shit.
say it was like a 9 out of 10. It was an unbelievable day.
Boys, what is the question is back after maybe 6 months in the wilderness? Who knows? But we're back with a Christmas edition of it. Very quick explanation of the game. I'm just going to give you boys an answer and you're going to tell me what you think the question is. We'll start with Ro and then we'll go to Manu and we'll end with me. So the first one, the answer is 15 elves. What is the question?
I believe the question is, what do I sacrifice each year to get my name on the good list?
I believe the question is who actually built the pyramids of Giza?
That's good. I've got a similar one to that as well. So I think the question is, along with migrant workers, who else died building the Qatar World Cup stadiums?
That hurts.
That's grim.
That hurts.
So 3 pretty par average answers.
We're warming
there.
up into it.
Oh, it's been a while, a bit rusty. Who do we think takes out that one, or just none of us deserve to get that win?
I think that was a practice round.
All right,
And we
practice.
start
To
again.
get the gist of the game, that was a practice. You at home can tell us who didn't lose the most in that one.
So the next one, the answer is 7 reindeer. What is the question?
I believe the question is, what is Santa's favorite meal?
Fucking hell.
Are reindeer actually real?
Yeah, they're real.
No, people eat them, right?
Yeah,
do people actually eat them?
Yeah.
Oh,
in like Alaska or something. It's not like a
I didn't even know they were real. I
delicacy.
thought Donna, Blitz, and all them were just made up.
no.
them had
Dasher
them.
and Prancer. They're
They're all real.
creatures.
They're OGs, right? They're OGs. I believe the question is, what did Jetstar provide as an alternative when they cancelled my flight?
Topical.
That's
Good.
good. That's good. I think the question is, what will soon be replaced by electric vehicles as well?
You guys are just on the same wavelength.
I think-
But
yeah,
Manu
we
takes
formed
that
notes beforehand.
easily.
We colluded.
But Manu wins that one, I think.
Lovely
for sure.
stuff.
So the next one, the answer is the North Pole. What is the question?
I believe the question is, what is the location of Kush's next investment property? Mogul.
It's so niche.
I hope you listened to 3 episodes ago
Exactly.
when we discussed Kush's financial.
You missed one episode. What the fuck
It's got to go way over your head. That was good, though. I like that.
The question is, what would you call a strip club run by Kanye West's daughter?
You're not going to believe this, robot. I think the question is, what's the name of my favorite Christmas-themed strip club?
Are you serious?
We've got some shared
my
notes.
days.
bro.
Did you share the same brain?
We've just got a Google Docs open that we just both put these in.
One brain between the two of you.
I'm happy to give that one to Ro, to be honest.
Yeah, take it.
I liked Migs one, to be honest. North Pole was creative.
It was the same as mine.
No, because
It's yours, but better.
Yours was strip club. He added a Kanye West, but I will take the win. Thank you very much.
No,
Don't
we'll
get
give
me
it to you.
wrong.
We'll give it to you.
But I just want to commend Manu on that effort. I thought that was
Honorable mention. I'll take an honorable mention.
Absolutely. Second place ribbon for sure.
All right, so the next one. The answer is Mrs. Claus. What is the question?
I believe the question is, who is secretly having an interspecies affair with Rudolph?
Oh, his nose is red.
That's why maybe I don't want to say anything, but Mrs. Claus is not
Alleged. It's all alleged.
the angel you think she is.
Oh my god. I believe the question is, who was the star of all my December childhood fantasies?
Mine was like Bugs Bunny. No, not Bugs Bunny. What's the
Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah, that was a good one.
she was
Kim
bad.
Possible, bro, was the GOAT, and I will not hear otherwise. I believe the question is, after a long night, who does Santa give his final package to?
That's good.
There we go. A point for you, Sadie.
That's good. On the
We'll
board.
give you that one.
Couple more, boys. The answer is baby Jesus. What is the question?
I believe the question is, what am I not going to make fun of? Based on my religious beliefs, and I will not be having a word of it. I will not let you say your answers.
Amen, brother. Amen.
you.
Amen. Am I allowed to speak?
You can speak, but
If
if
you
it's
want.
blasphemous,
I'll change.
someone may be leaving.
I believe the question is, who shot Mr. Burns? You don't?
Do you get that one, Ro?
Not a Simpsons man myself.
That's a spoiler, low key.
It's a spoiler from 25
of a
years ago.
25-year-old episode. Or even longer, actually. Probably close to 30-year episode.
Wait, is that how Mr. Burns dies?
No, he just gets shot in one episode.
Oh, okay.
By a
It was
baby.
a two-parter. He gets shot by Maggie. I believe the question is, who did Jeffrey Epstein unsuccessfully traffic onto his island?
Are you having that, bro?
Shake heads. No paying that. You know what? Give it to Maggie Burns over here with the incorrect Simpsons reference.
All right, final one, boys. Let's put the listeners out of their misery. The answer is 3 wise men. What is the question?
I believe the question is, what is critical banter called without Sam?
There's no need for the Sen slander.
Low-hanging fruit from you.
I believe the question is, what do you call the queer version of the iconic Sydney pub located on the corner of Liverpool Street and George Street?
Oh my God. Did you have to look up the location. You have to go to Google Maps.
Just for those of you non-Sydney based.
Yeah, sorry, a bit of
listeners,
context there. What is the original name of that bar?
Is it just called Three Wise Monkeys?
Monkeys, yes, correct.
But All right, Marty.
That's a pat on the back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? It's another little honorary mention from you.
Unbelievably niche. I believe the question is, what do I call the 3 Lebanese gentlemen who make my kebab after a night out?
Some go brother, some go wise man.
It's a wise, very wise men. All right, I think we're going to have to give that one to Manu just by the sheer audacity of throwing
That's
in such a
class.
niche Sydney reference in there.
Absolutely.
Class. I think I walk away with the win as well.
You do,
That's-
absolutely.
Love to
Marty
see
got the
it.
win and multiple second place.
Exactly. Podium all round, even though there's only 3 of us and everyone's on the podium.
Fellas, as always, this episode is sponsored by our good friends at Manscaped. What copy do you want to read today? Do you want to read, there's 2 of them, I'll give you an option. Stocking Stuffer, and that comes in male, female, or female sexual. Or New Year's is Coming, which comes in male or female.
Maybe let's do New Year's is coming. I think we've been doing stocking stuff for the last few weeks.
Would you like the male or female version of this?
Female.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a go. Full disclosure, I have not read this, so bear with me. Cheers to the new year, ladies. We're excited to be ringing in the new year with our sponsor, Manscaped. The creators of the best ball trimmer are entering the year with 2 new products to up your man's hygiene game and smell amazing. The Persevere Cologne and the Persevere Body Wash are now here.
Wow.
And we have a special offer as our New Year's present to you. Use the code TCB for 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com. 7 million men already trust them. Make sure your man is one of them. It was 6 million just a few weeks back.
Wait, can you say growing company?
Exponential growth.
Expand into Woolies?
Coles.
1 million extra members
No,
in the
Woolies.
space of 3 weeks. Woolworths, maybe Coles in the future.
Maybe.
The way they're growing.
We're not privy to their strategy chats, so
No,
maybe.
We're not, man, but let me tell you what.
We should be, though.
Strategy tats, they are good strategy and it is working because my friends, these guys are growing at an exponential rate. We've got a bunch of different gear. All right, you can get the body wash, you can get the cologne. We actually got our hands on the body wash a couple of weeks ago.
Using it every day, bro. Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Smells lovely.
I like to be honest.
Feels lovely.
The scent is good. Like it feels good on your body. Like beautiful
I'm
stuff.
actually running out. So, if Drew, if he's listening, if you can hook us up with another.
Little package,
Yeah.
but not the performance package. We actually already have one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
We just need the cologne and stuff
Yeah.
and the body wash because it's actually quite good stuff.
could do us a solid.
But honestly, look, it is coming up to New Year's. We're talking about Secret Santa today. You know what Miguel literally said to me. Like I'm actually thinking of buying stuff for Secret Santa for other people from Manscaped.
Yeah.
Just because it's that good. It's cheap, 20% off. You'll get a discount, whatever the budget is, $20 There's
There's
something
definitely
for
products
you.
for there.
But then, if you want something more than that in the $100 to $150 range, get the box.
They cater for all budgets.
There's literally something for everyone.
And
there.
with 20% off, really. There's no.
And
no
free
excuse.
shipping. Don't forget the free shipping.
Of course. How could I?
TCB, 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com.
To celebrate the festive season, we've decided to do another draft. We've been thinking of all the holidays that come around this time of year, not just Christmas, so many different kinds of holidays, but also we've figured so many holidays throughout the year. There's so many holidays that some of us celebrate, some of you guys celebrate. There's too many to pick, but we will be picking them in the TCB draft. So what we will do, just as a quick recap, we will be doing NBA draft style. So we'll be going around to each other and you get to pick out of every holiday that ever exists, your top ones. We're going to build...
Wait. Ever exist.
It's ever exist.
So we're thinking like Aztec.
Yes. If you have a Mayan holiday,
Beautiful.
throw it in. You have an ancient Egyptian holiday, throw it in. We'll be making a roster of 5 holidays to try and build a team of holidays, in essence.
Can we also bar, for example, if you say Easter, right? Can we then bar any kind of iterations of Easter?
Absolutely.
Like all the other denominations. So Greek Easter,
Yeah,
Ukrainian
yeah.
Easter,
I thought
Russian
you were
Easter.
thinking about, like-
You can't do that. Easter is Easter, right?
What if it's like Good Friday and Easter Monday? Like those are 2 different holidays.
I agree, but I think
It depends
it comes
what
under
comes
the
first.
umbrella.
It depends what comes first.
Okay.
Someone
All
picks
right.
Good Friday first, all other days of Easter is fair game.
All right.
If you pick Christian Easter, fair game for all the other ones.
Just a quick one. Quick fun fact. Sen, country of your birth Actually, that's not true.
This country.
Of your parents' birth,
Yes.
Sri Lanka. The most public holidays in the year. 25 they get.
Really?
They don't work.
And that's why their
Sri Lanka.
GDP's in the mud, bro. They're all too busy.
Very on the nose.
Anyways, we will be doing it in a snake order. I actually don't know how to explain that in words, but you'll figure it out, as we go on. To determine who goes first, we will be engaging in the time classic game, scissors, paper, rock. Shall we?
I've never wanted to win scissors, paper, rock so badly before in my life.
Alrighty.
Someone else can say it.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Well, monkeys. We've all gone scissors.
We've all got scissors. I've just realized the audio listeners don't know what's going on.
Oh, they should be watching on YouTube.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Ah!
Right,
All right.
Manu goes last.
I'm last.
All right.
So then actually we both lose because how does
No, and then we
First
just
pick,
go,
first pick, first round.
So Manu's out. He went rock. Me and Ro went paper. So now we're gonna battle it out for whoever goes first.
All right, we'll go best of 15. Right. Scissors, paper, rock.
Senny gets the
All right.
first pick with rock.
So I go second, right? we go this way.
Here we go. We'll go me, Ro, and then Manu for the first round. And then to start the second round, Manu will actually get the first pick of the second round.
Absolutely. Sounds
And that's
good.
how Snake works. This is a lot of pressure. Do I
think you
just...
got the door wide open at
The
the
top
moment.
2 picks were absolutely lovely.
Two? I thought
There's
it was
a
just
top two.
one that just sits
There's a
above
top
all.
2, my friend. I think there's a clear top 2.
With the first pick of the first round, I am choosing Kwanzaa. No, I'm choosing Christmas, obviously.
That's an obvious pick.
I don't think that. I'm actually grateful that got thrown out the window.
You're happy that Christmas
I think-
is gone.
To be fair, my list, it's not number 1. It's not number 1.
Didn't even make the top 5.
Really? Let me explain. So I'm not a Christian.
You're not
So
a Christian man, so why
so-
is Christmas number 1 for you?
Spiritually, Christmas means absolutely nothing to me. I'm going to put that out there.
It's a public holiday, innit?
Christmas represents, and from my childhood, Christmas represents freedom. It represents summer, the sun, cricket, ice cream, good times and good vibes. Summer in
wrong.
Australia, cricket in Australia, Christmas in Australia. What a time to be alive, you know. You've in Christmas, right? You would have finished school the week before. It means you got 5 more weeks of freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want it. And now, even as an adult, that means I was off work for 2 weeks. Beautiful, you're beauty. You're seeing your friends, you're seeing your family, you're eating nice meals, going overseas if you want.
That's fair.
The world is at your fingertips. So and you can feel it in the air. I'm telling you, in the last week of work, everyone's just
Everything leads up to Christmas.
Exactly. In the 2-3 weeks leading up to Christmas, everyone's so chill. You know, not much work is being done. The
Christmas
shoulders are back.
parties.
Christmas parties. You're knocking off at 4. You're going for a few drinks. Even the most uptight people are loosening it up around Christmas.
He does make valid points. I'll-
You know what?
It represents safety. And that's why it is undisputed number 1 pick for me.
No, you know what?
Disputed.
No, it is disputed, but the way that you sold it is good. Look, I'm a very cynical person. Christmas to me means all that, but it also means, obviously as a kid, right?
Here we go.
Right,
Here we go. I know where this is going.
Presents given to you. Once again, it is a burden to grow up. I'm spending money on Christmas presents for a relative.
You're no longer taking, you're giving. And how dare you give
And that is the problem with Christmas. It's all give.
when it used to be take.
Yeah. I used to wake up every Christmas. One year there was an Xbox. One year there was a soccer ball. I'm happy. Now under the Christmas tree, nothing.
It's your dollars.
I bought the gift for myself. Now, obviously, Christmas is good. It is in my top 5, to be honest.
It's absolutely number 1. Let me also say, Christmas this year is falling on a Sunday, I believe. So we got the Sunday off. And we also got the Monday off as well. Thank you, Jesus. I'm getting a free day off work.
The problem with Christmas is that
There's no problem with Christmas.
one small problem apart from the take and giving is that you're coming from a very privileged, point of view. Here.
Oh, don't
That-
hit me with that,
that
bro.
is
I can
true.
only come
You've
from
got
my point of view.
You've got a family, man. So for people, Christmas means alone, no holidays.
It's a reminder of
This is
what
bullshit.
they
It's
don't
like when they
have.
say, when it comes to, don't say Happy Father's Day. What if you didn't have a father? Well, there's Mother's Day for that. They're like, it should be happy, non-gender specific parental figure. Fuck off.
Like, there are some people for Christmas is a terrible time because everyone is spending time with their family.
I'm sure. They have their battles, I have mine, all right? But for me, Christmas is a great time of year.
Alrighty, we've gone Christmas Day number 1, Ro.
For the second pick of the first round, I'm choosing New Year's Eve.
Oh!
Yeah. Fair play.
As dare I suggest.
That was number 2 on my list. That was number 2 on my list.
Number 1, bro.
That's number 1 for you.
Explain,
Okay, sorry,
right?
we'll go with Rofus.
Like people say, that was a top 5 day. I can pinpoint the top one day
night
of my life. And it
Of
was
our lives, Sen.
our lives. But you were there. It was
I was
the top
there.
one day
I
of your
agree.
life too.
I agree.
Now, why was it top one day? What year was it? 2017.
2017 going into 2018.
Correct. Where do we go? We rock up at 3 p.m., make our friends wait at 12 p.m. So it's even started off
About
well.
that part.
We've probably woken up at 1, to be
Yeah.
honest.
So we get someone.
I remember it was glorious. I woke up that morning and I'm like, this is going to be a good day. The sun was out. I'm like, this is going to be a good day. I felt it. It was in the air that morning.
We told our friends to go find a place at Bull's Head, a nice view.
View of the harbour, of the harbour bridge, where
waiting
the
for
fireworks are. Yep.
We told them to rock up at 12 o'clock and get the spot because it fills up pretty quickly.
And then we
mosey on in.
Leisurely strolled in
Like
at
Conor McGregor, 3 p.m. with a case of Tuns.
mate.
We sit
Nectar of the
down.
gods, as I call it.
The cheapest beer you can find, mid-strength, mind you, so you can drink a lot.
You can drink to your heart's content and you'll be fine.
And we sat there and we drank.
And we drank.
We played games and we bumped into Post Malone.
We met Post Malone
We
that
sang
night.
congratulations.
We met our friends who just happened to be at the same spot.
Yeah, the lovely part is we went with a group of, let's say, 10, 15. We ended up with about 30, 40 of
We
our
just kept
friends
running
there.
into people we
People we
knew,
knew.
just randomly who were there
and
as
the
well.
group just expanded. And, suddenly,
And it's not like you run into them and that's it. You celebrate together.
It was
You stay
beautiful.
together.
and that is why New Year's Eve is my number 1 pick.
But on the same time, it'll never be as good as that. So surely your future New Year's, or maybe actually, hopefully, but you've already had your best day ever, as you've said.
Yeah, but then I got 2018, which is number 2. 2019 was number 3. Best days
mate.
ever. It just descends. It's beautiful.
I'm in a pickle here. I did not expect to go third. And
You got to prepare for all.
my franchise players have been taken off the board. With the third pick in the first round, I am picking New Year's Day. It's not necessarily the first pick I wanted, but it is.
I can
it
hear
is a pick.
The fans of your franchise are throwing their scarves in the bin right now.
It is a hidden
That
gem.
is a horrific pick.
It is
I
not a
must
horrific
say.
pick. New Year's Day.
Mate, let me, before you begin, if we're going off what Rose said, you've had a big, massive, dare I say, New Year's Eve.
Because you wait
Mate.
till 12 o'clock for the fireworks, which means your night is not finishing anytime soon.
No, exactly. So you're not getting home until the wee hours of the morning, meaning New Year's Day.
And mind you, just quick preface to that, at 12:01, that's New Year's Day. And let's say you go try and catch the train. On the 1st of January, you're waiting 4 hours to get home. And that's your day.
Manu, may I remind you of New Year's Day 2019, so 2018 into 2019, that morning where we thought we were geniuses. We were lining up for the train station. We're like, we'll just walk to the other train station. And we walked around North Sydney for 2 hours, only to end up back at the original train station we were trying to avoid.
That's on us, not the day. You
your
can't
day.
be blaming the day here.
What I'm saying is, you're sleeping for most of that day. You're grog city. You're reminiscing about the great night. you
No,
had.
but when you wake up, it's like a new dawn. It's like it's the start of a new year. Your New Year's resolutions kick in. You feel like a new person. Things start. It's the new year. The vibes
very
start.
optimistic.
It is that. Well, that's how I feel on New Year's Day. It's a refresh. The years. It's a blank canvas. You can start again. That's
It's a very, rose tinted view of New Year's Day, I must say, because by 2nd of Jan, the demons are coming back. The voice is in your head.
That sounds
the
like a
black
you
dog
problem.
is outside your window howling.
When do you make your resolutions? Is it on New Year's Day?
no before New Year's Day.
yeah, you're
but
meant to
you
make- I think you're meant to
crack
make-
into them on New Year's Day. You can become a new
Yeah,
new
exactly.
man.
'Cause you're meant to start it on New Year's Day, so you got to make it before then, right?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, there is positives. Don't get me wrong. New Year's Day is fine.
It's still a great
And
day.
Sen, dare I suggest, one of the greatest events we've ever gone to was held on a New Year's
That
Day.
is true, that
May
is
I
true.
remind you of that? You come at me with that attitude.
that was a great day.
Field day, what was it, 2019. 2019.
It was the morning after we walked around looking for a train station.
No, but that's what I mean. We woke up at like 12, 1, tiny bit groggy. Obviously, got to grow into the day. But like an hour later, we're feeling it.
That's true.
We're vibing. We're ready to go.
ready to hit a music festival for our
Exactly.
non-Australian listeners.
Exactly. And we hop on a bus with tunes from the previous
is
night. we sink them on the bus all the way to the city. We get there, sun's glistening, day
That is
drinking.
true.
You get to
Day
day
drink.
drink.
It was a day. It was actually a day for
New
it as
Year's
well.
Eve is not a day drink, it's a night drinking. So there's a charm.
it was a
you can
day
start.
drink.
You
It
can
was a
start
day
in the
But
day.
there is a charm about day drinking throughout the day. Sun glistening, You have the cold bevs in your hand. You're there. Everyone's vibing because it's a new year. Everyone's ready for it.
All right.
It's a good day. It's just not in my top 5.
I wouldn't put it first. So,
Alrighty. So I have picked New Year's Day for my first pick. I get the first pick of the second round. So I get
correct.
2 back-to-back picks.
So we reverse the order.
Exactly. So with the first pick in the second round, I am going with Easter as a whole. Because it is a period of time.
It is.
Where, let's go off your theory. You start the new year, you're off the holiday hangover, a couple of months, you're like, I don't want to be at work. You've had weeks off.
It's a good time.
But then Easter comes around one of the first few months.
April.
You have... And it's always in the back of your head. If you take certain days off, you can have fucking 2 weeks off. That's the opportunity Easter gives you.
My next pick was going to be Easter, and I want to read you boys something.
Here we go. say my case for me, Centurion.
I'm actually so disappointed now. I have to go back to the drawing board right now. But boys, in 2023, there's an article which says, how to double your annual leave in 2023. Here's what dates to take off next year to turn 19 annual leave days into an epic 47 days off.
Wow.
So a lot of it is based around April and the Easter break. So over the Easter break, booking 4 annual days between April 3rd to April 6th results in a 10-day break. This is what Jesus died for. He wanted us to have a 4-day bender. And then obviously, a bit solemn, you have Anzac weekend as well in April. But, you take literally, I think maybe 5 or 6 days in April and you have 3 weeks off just like that. So Miguel, great pick. I must say, I can't believe Easter went after your New Year's Day. That's horrific.
No, because I knew I had a 1-2 pick. I could comfortably take 1 or 2. I think I have a good cornerstone to my franchise here.
That was a great pick. Ro, where was Easter for you?
Easter was up there. I knew it was going to get taken, so I actually...
Prepared for the worst.
That's
good.
So, I've got to go somewhere different.
I was a bit naive.
I knew it was going to be up there. Like, let's be real. For the price of 1, you get 2 holidays.
Yeah,
what do you want? I have a good deal. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the best deal of the lot.
You've salvaged your pick so far, Miguel.
Exactly.
For the second pick of the second round, I'm choosing Chinese New Year.
No.
Great pick.
I had that on number 7 of my list.
Number 7.
I had that lower, but still great pick.
Break glass in case of emergency for me, but go on, Ro.
Now, first of all, Chinese food, unbelievable. Let's get that. Let's just put that out
How's
there.
that your starting argument?
No, I'm leading up to the climax.
1X Chinese women are nice.
Well, my girlfriend is Chinese, and now I'm part of the family, so I get to go to Chinese New Year. Mate, I'm getting handed red pockets.
Red pockets, sir.
Red pockets deluxe. I'm making, honestly...
It's a profitable holiday.
Yeah, and we all know how much I love a profitable holiday.
But then don't you have to... I don't know how this system works, but don't you have to give a bit of give as well? Or is it only take?
Future, mate. It's all take until you get married and have kids.
So then let's come back in 10 years' time, your answers change. Just at the bottom of your list.
Christmas, his opinions change from child to adult.
When I need to start giving red pockets, Chinese New Year will be at the bottom.
Absolute bottom.
But right now, I'm standing there. I'm eating beautiful Chinese food with my, some family. I'm getting handed money.
I heard that.
For what? For
just only upside,
there.
really.
Yeah.
There's literally no downside.
I think it's an unbelievable holiday, to be perfectly
That is a class pick. I'll give you that. Very class pick.
Final pick of the second round, boys. I'm selecting Boxing Day.
That was very high on my list. That was very high.
Christmas and Boxing Day,
I'm going the back-to-back 25th, 26th double punch knockout here.
You've got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in your backcourt.
This is one of the all-time great partnerships. This is Suarez and Messi. This is the absolute creme de la creme of holidays, boys. I spoke ad nauseum about why Christmas was the GOAT.
Ad nauseum.
Now imagine, those feelings of Christmas. What if I told you, not even 24 hours later, you sleep Christmas Day, you wake up, it's Christmas 2.0. It's Boxing Day,
It's the
baby.
after party of Christmas.
It's the afters of Christmas.
It's good.
How good is it? Come on. It's literally, you just run it back the next day and you get the cricket on now as well, the Boxing Day test.
Not a South Manu. Why are you looking at him? He's just sitting there
Premier League Boxing Day football.
Boxing Day football.
Premier League on Boxing Day. Come on.
Whew, mate. Are you kidding me? Sales as well. If you want to do a bit of shopping, if you've had enough of the family, go down to your local Westfield and attack a couple of other punters out there at the Maya, the local Maya.
Bad for Boxing Day as well. If you get silly on Christmas, there's no danger next day. There's no danger of work. There's no danger of having to do anything the next day. It's lovely.
Mate, Boxing Day, absolutely gem. And packaged with the Christmas, man. I've got a beautiful little franchise.
Chemistry. You got good chemistry.
All right, boys, we're 2 rounds down, 3 more to go. And I'm not going to lie to you, boys, it's starting to look a bit grim.
The big hitters are gone. The lottery picks are gone.
At Stint FC, it's going to be all downhill from here, I must say. So with the first pick of the 3rd round, I'm going bold. I'm going Melbourne Cup. Now hear me out.
Cruelty.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I am pro, animals, but
Up to
that's
the
okay.
cup.
As we said last week, Ro, I am a betting man.
Mm-hmm.
So Melbourne Cup is absolutely, the Super Bowl of betting, if you will, for Australian degenerates. It's the day when, even you, Ro, not a big betting man. Manu, you get around it. But it's the one day where everyone over the age of 18 will have, as they say, a flutter on the big race at 3 p.m. So Melbourne Cup, for our non-Australian listeners, is the biggest horse race in Australia. This race that stops the nation.
Isn't it the biggest horse race in the world? Or am I?
There's, I think, a couple of big.
Royal Ascot.
Don't mind me. Continue
someone
with
out
your
in the Middle
story.
East as well. But essentially, it's held on the first Tuesday of every November at 3 p.m. But the beauty is, the whole day, my friends, is dedicated to the races. So the races, there's 10 races at the day. It starts at 12. This is race 7.
Race 7.
So obviously, it's a Tuesday. What are you doing normally on a Tuesday?
Working.
You're working. But
What are you doing
you
that
work
Tuesday?
at a beautiful establishment that looks after its workers, you basically get the day off to just drink, watch the races, bet. Mate, as soon as the race is done at 3 p.m., you just kick on and have more beers and more drinks, and then you just go home. So it's a great half day. And then if you win some money on the races,
Which you never do.
which I did, I've won 2 years so far.
How old are you?
24, so
How
out of
many years have you
6
bet on?
years, I've won 2.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I've
That
gone 0 from 6.
I've also gone 0.
Sen has like some MacGyver, like crystal ball guy that he talks to every now and
But
then.
everyone has that guy.
everyone has a horse whisperer.
No, but Sen's horse race is actually like kind of legit. I'm buying into it. Like Macquarie Bank will put out a statement saying, here's our top 3 picks.
The analysts, the quant,
use
the
the
quant
computers.
nerds, they'll get the old Excel spreadsheet out, if you will. Run a
put-
macro over it.
Little VLOOKUP to find the horse.
So yes, Melbourne Cup boys, free day off work, free drinks, potential to win money.
It's a public holiday in
and it's a dead ass
Victoria, right?
in Melbourne and Victoria. They get the whole day off. We get at least just a half day off.
Let's not glorify gambling here.
I'm
Number
not
one,
glorifying it.
You
I'm
just
It
have.
sounds
I'm not-
like
I'm
you're
not
glorifying
You
it.
quite
I'm-
literally just have.
It actually sounds like you're telling our listeners to go and spend all their money
I
on the Melbourne Cup.
Quite literally did not say any of those words, but my 3rd pick will be the Melbourne Cup.
How many horses die on that day, mate?
This year, none.
None that you know of.
Officially on record.
On
Yeah.
record. Well, what else can I go off? Do you know the unofficial stats, do
I
you?
spoke to the farmer.
Oh, yeah, the
who
farmer.
raised the horse.
The farmer.
the
What, did he sow the seeds and then...
And then the horse came up. Anyways,
They went out the back and shot 5 of them.
Santa's picked Melbourne Cup.
I mean, it's not a bad pick. It is a good holiday in Australia, but very locally based. Like I said, animal cruelty, I'm not about it. I'm going to choose for the second pick of the 3rd round. My pick is Diwali, the Festival of Lights.
That was on my list.
Cultured.
That was on my list.
Now, let me tell you why, right? This might not be for everyone, but Sen and I are both pyromaniacs. We like literally.
That's a good bait and switch
Yeah,
there.
But Sen the other day flicked a live match at me. Do you remember that? And that was in your year 9
Shit,
science.
that is true. Where was that?
I don't know. I don't even remember what that
I
was.
can't remember
But I
that.
remember getting burnt
That is-
from a flame that Sen had flicked. And now, what more do you need? You need the Festival of Lights. You get some firecrackers. You blow them up.
And then for a bit of context, right? It's essentially Indian Christmas, right?
Yeah,
you get gifts.
It's Indian Christmas, mate. Christmas is going in the Western world, but you guys got to think Eastern. That's the future,
That is true.
right? You basically light these firecrackers, and fireworks are illegal in Australia. So Diwali, when I go to India, is unbelievable.
It's on another level,
It's
actually.
crazy. Like literally, you're just blowing up stuff, and that for me is what Christmas is all about.
Love that.
Leaving the pyro aside, though, it is actually a great holiday. You spend time with your family, a lot of Indian sweets.
I mean, yeah, that's all well and good, but I'm
Oh, so you're really doubling down on this
On the
pyro
fire,
thing.
yeah,
All
on
right,
the
fair
fire.
play, fair play.
Forget all that. He wants a fire. With the last pick of the 3rd round, I have gone for a pick which I'm not surprised has gone this low given where we live, but just globally, I think it is a huge pick and it's gone underrated in this draft. With the final pick of the 3rd round, fellas, I am going with Halloween.
No.
yuck.
No,
Stinker.
it is a
Actual
class pick.
stinker.
You guys are very, very blinded by the fact that you don't celebrate it.
Yeah, no one in this country celebrates it.
Don't speak on behalf of too many people.
How many trick-or-treaters did you get to your house?
I wasn't in the country.
But what about your
How
parents?
many Halloween parties did you go to this year?
I was in the country.
Well, I thought it was
I was partying on Halloween night.
not a no.
I went to the costume shop a few days before.
What does
Fucking
Halloween
popped
mean
off.
to you?
It means not much, to be completely honest. No, it is a class hole. We're talking about mid-range draft picks, and this is a sleeper, I feel. If we got around Halloween, it would be fucking top tier is all I'm saying. This high potential pick.
Look, I don't disagree that it's big worldwide, but, it's not
Worldwide?
a thing. Okay, sorry. It's big in America.
One country.
And maybe Canada.
No, when I went to the UK, it was a rager of a Halloween party. So I think Australia is sleeping on.
The Halloween party is not the same as
But
Halloween.
that's what Halloween is.
No, it's not.
Trick or treating. I love trick or treating as a child.
You went trick-or-treating as a child.
I absolutely went trick or treating as a child.
I mean, I went trick or treating as a child. It was fun. Like, don't get me wrong.
Exactly. You speak for too many people, bro. You don't live the
it's not a
joint
thing.
Look,
experience.
the prevalence of Halloween trick or treating in this country has been on a absolute decline.
I feel like it's on decline everywhere, but
So why you picked it? You've picked a guy.
yeah, because
I'm
I'm
in
now
the draft.
No, because now I'm of adulthood.
You've seen,
and
LeBron
I've gone to
James
Halloween.
at 17 years of age. You picked the guy next to him with no hands.
What the fuck was that?
You've lost me with this metaphor.
That's what
I
Halloween
picked
is.
a great pick. My personal Halloween experiences have been unreal, and I can't believe it's gone this low, to be completely honest. And I think public opinion will sway you based on my pick.
All right, we'll get all the TikTok commenters saying that Miguel is right.
Yeah,
You're
well.
pandering to the crowd, to be honest.
With the first pick in the 4th round, I am going with International Women's Day.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Is that a holiday? I don't even think it's a holiday.
It's a day
you're
that is
being
celebrated.
serious.
I'm being serious.
This is outrageous.
Mate.
There is okay, please.
Wait, what about International Men's Day? No, sorry.
Every day is
All
International
right,
Women's Day.
let's hear
All right, okay.
International Women's Day.
My friend, I don't think I need to explain this.
No,
The significant-
pray tell. I want to hear this
would love to
explanation.
hear
Yeah.
the explanation. I love all the women in my life, but International Women's Day, I've never heard anyone
It's
say
not a holiday.
Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, I don't know where you work or the areas you've been in, but
What are you going
I've
to say
heard
next?
that every
Are you okay day?
that is low on the list, but it is on the list for sure.
What? So hang on, these are these ruin the draft.
Yeah.
I've not ruined the draft.
Right,
it is
please,
a
fine. Speak.
it is a day. It is a
Your team is a stinker.
it is not a stinker. It is a slept-on team, and it is an unreal day. The fact that you guys don't celebrate it kind of just shows.
What do you do to celebrate, Manu?
When I go to work, we have talks. We listen.
Okay, that's not you celebrating.
No, but I learned the significance of the need for a day that is International Women's Day.
Okay. That's
Spread-
See, this is unfair because now you're painting me and Ro as some sort of misogynist for not immediately getting on board
you
with
laughed
this.
at it. You don't have to agree. But you
I
don't have to
don't
laugh.
think it's a holiday.
It's not a holiday. It is a great day where we commemorate.
It's okay, there's no need for that as well, Ro.
Well, it's true.
It's good. It's a needed day, but it's not a holiday.
It's absolutely not a
Well,
holiday.
it sneaks in my list. Do you want me to do it again?
No, that was fine.
That's
fine.
outrageous from you. Okay.
Alrighty, for the second pick of the 4th round, I'm actually choosing a holiday, not some.
This is a shame from the both of you. I expected better from you two.
I'm choosing Oktoberfest as my holiday.
Okay. Niche.
Another look, you got again.
I've never experienced it. This is like your Manu's Halloween pick. It's localized within one country.
It is
essentially.
localized in one country, but what a day it is! What a day it is for the good people of Germany, and for the Germans in Australia, and some other foreigners who would like to celebrate it also, like me, every once in a while. I think it's a great day.
That's true. The Germans have never had a bad idea.
I'm not going to agree with that, but I love beer. And what does this holiday commemorate most?
That is true.
Beer.
Is it a one-day thing or does it go over like a week or so?
It's like a 2-week celebration in. Is it November? It may be October going over to November.
I may sound dumb here, but isn't it October?
Yeah, but there is some trickery that goes on there.
Right.
Either way, right? It's a great holiday. Honestly, actually, New Year's Eve was the best day of my life. Oktoberfest might have been top 3.
Really?
Quietly.
Do you tell me
Wow.
I sat here getting slandered over a holiday that is only celebrated in one country, celebrated in multiple countries, but here Oktoberfest, oh fuck, fair game.
My issue with Halloween, just to go back a second, is just so commercialized.
What is October? If you could tell me what Oktoberfest represents, I will shut up right now. Not you.
Okay.
It's the celebration of October and beer in October.
Yeah,
Right?
and,
That's all you need to know.
paying tribute to the wheat farmers and the barley farmers.
Okay, some people think that holidays need to have a meaning. What does New Year's Eve, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does
There is a meaning behind New Year's
I
Eve.
was going to say the other ones, but they actually all have meaning. Okay, what does Melbourne Cup have significance of? Nothing. It's
Nothing.
just
I agree.
It's just a
I
day
agree. I agree.
Where people
Just to get pissed.
decide to do stuff.
I agree.
Oktoberfest is similar, except they actually have a good time with it, and no animals die. So realistically,
Allegedly.
Melbourne Cup is also localized, by the way. Actually, not even in maybe even 3 out of 7 states. Like not even.
No,
the
no,
whole
I'm not the one
Australia.
here slandering about a localized. It just when it went to me,
I understand
all of a sudden it was an issue. Even though I had personal experience of it.
Look, all right. Oktoberfest is a great holiday. I wore a pretzel suit.
Fucking good for you.
People took photos of me like I was a celebrity. I walked around Munich and drank beer for 6 hours nonstop. Stein's Deluxe. Speaking of international women empowerment, the ladies who were serving the beer are carrying 8 Steins at once. That's 8 kilos
Lovely.
in each hand.
Lovely.
16. It's a good holiday. And that's why it's on my list.
Can we move on?
All right. The wheels have fallen off here a bit. Let's bring it home. So with the final pick of the 4th round, I have chosen Labor Day in Australia. Labor Day. Very, again, specific holiday here.
I'm not sitting here getting the slander I'm getting. Well, you can't even tell
Mate,
me what
I
Labor
asked
Day
you a
is.
very simple question. What does Halloween mean to you? What did you say? It means nothing.
What does Labor Day mean to you?
Mate, I'm glad you asked. Labor Day is the first Sunday.
Tell me it's another fucking holiday for you, bro.
It's the first Sunday in October, so you get the Monday off. What does Labor Day mean? First Sunday of October means NRL Grand Final. Because September, you have the finals of the NRL. All September, there's 8 teams. There's a lot of... It's all up in the air. Who's going to make the Grand Finals? That first Sunday, whoever's there, mate. 2 great teams go in battle on that Sunday night. It also is the holiday between term 3 and term 4 of school. So that... So back in the day when I was a kid, you had the NRL Grand Final and then you're like, oh shit, mate, only 10 more weeks and then we're at Christmas, which brings me back to Christmas, Boxing Day, my other holidays.
It's full circle with
Full
you.
circle.
Now, this is a cohesive team. This is a team with,
Mate, they're all
99
working
camp.
together. Melbourne Cup's in there as well in November. So I really, to be honest, I just like October, November, December. And a bit of January, really.
I mean, it's good. It is a good team, and it's a fine pick. I mean, let's be real, right? It's just Australian holidays. Would it be in the top 10 worldwide holidays?
No.
Definitely not.
Well, sorry, Labor Day specifically?
yeah, Labor Day.
Yeah, obviously not.
Labor Day's
I don't think-
a made-up holiday.
I don't think Randy in fucking Wisconsin cares about Labor Day in Australia.
I mean, it's a good team. It's a good. Look, I would say it's not a strong pick, but it works well in the team, which is why I'm going to allow.
I'm all about the sum of the parts more than, one star pick.
You're the Morocco of the tournament.
Final round here, boys, and I've got the first pick. This is a tough one, I had the coaches saying one thing to me in one ear and then the other coaches saying another thing to me in the other ear. There's 2 good candidates here, and I'm tossing it up. I don't know which way to go. Like you said, Ro, a lot of mine are Australian-centric, so do I stay with that? Or maybe do I go for a more international, broad-based one? But then if I realize if I go for the other one, it doesn't really mean anything to me. It's just a holiday, right? So for the first pick in the final round, I'm choosing Australia Day.
Wow.
Caveat / invasion day. Now,
I mean, how can you caveat?
let me. Let's take it back a second.
Senny's picks are very
All right, Halloween, calm down over there.
I was with you all the way, kind of,
Let me.
until you glorified genocide.
No. So
glorified genocide, glorified
Animal
animal
abuse.
cruelty.
Animal
Glorifying
cruelty,
gambling.
absolutely. Gambling,
Glorifying-
absolutely. But genocide, no. Hear me out here. So I'm all for change the date, invasion day. All right, let's change the date because I want Australia Day to be...
So you want to celebrate the invasion?
You want to let me finish?
Yeah, I'll let you finish.
I want
So many
Australia...
counterpoints to this.
Australia Day, to me, means the day we... it should be the day we got free from the Britons, right? The day we had our independence. It should be.
Right.
But at its essence, what is Australia Day? It should be celebrating who we are as Australians, at our very core.
Go on, tell me you have another day off.
All right, Pauline.
Or there's one next is a bit of cricket on the day as well. That's why it's a fucking top 5 pick.
Australia Day should be a celebration of our identity.
Okay.
A coming together, a melting pot, if you will, of different cultures, of different zeitgeists from around the world, all coming to find refuge in this beautiful sunburnt country. This is beautiful stuff, by the way.
Yeah, where'd you copy from?
Mate, this is off the dome. But what does it mean to me? Like you said, Ro, we get a day off. There is cricket on that day. It's summer vibes still. January 26th is still summer. There's still good weather. The sun's out. And then before, well, they've changed it now, but the Triple J Hottest 100 used to be on January 26th.
Used to be until they decided it was a terrible idea.
But now they just do it the day after. So, I'm still going to incorporate all in one here. What is the Triple J Hottest 100? It's the top 100 songs in Australia. It's all about a celebration of who we are. I'm not choosing Halloween, some shit that we don't celebrate in this country. It's, it is very much a celebration of us.
Unless you're Aboriginal, in which case it's
You're just putting words in my mouth.
Let
my
me
friend.
also give an alternative view to Sen's list.
Please.
He's gone Christmas, and then he's gone cricket,
Yep.
and then he's gone horse racing, and then he's gone NRL, and then he's gone cricket again. That's the priorities on Senny's list.
Mate, these are... And where does Halloween come in your list, my friend? What's your priority? Eating candy.
I've had a better day on Halloween than all those days combined.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had a great day. I've had pretty good days on Australia Day. But as we become, and I will probably go to the beach on that day next year.
So you will celebrate in some way.
I will celebrate it, but I'm just saying.
So then you're just as bad as me.
No, I didn't put it on my list.
Exactly. He's not glorifying
I'm not
it.
glorifying it. I'm just saying.
That's why it's number 5, because I'm not glorifying it that much. It's at the bottom of my list.
It's an interesting choice, then. I thought you weren't going to be controversial today, and yet another episode comes where we are being controversial. However, it's fine. Let's be real. Australia Day, it's a good day.
You're preaching to the choir right now.
But it does have, like I said, I can't put it in my list because it does have some connotations which I don't agree with. Now, on the second pick of the final round, I'm looking down and I'm just seeing one word. I've got a couple of options here, but one is speaking out to me, and it is Ramadan.
That was the one I was tossing up between.
Now, Ramadan, like Christmas, as a proud Christian myself, I don't celebrate Ramadan. I don't fast during Ramadan. However, the people that do, it's beautiful. I see them come together. I see them come and cook food for each other, hungry during the day, feasting during the night. It's beautiful. All I can say is the Ramadan night festival and the markets, they are for
Class.
Muslims and non-Muslims alike. We are all equal in Lakemba. And it is my 5th pick.
Lovely. All right, I'm in a pickle with my final pick. My final pick was going to be Eid, but I don't want a similar player in the draft. I was also going to go Are You Okay Day, but then had ruined that pick for me. And I don't think, mental health here isn't really accepted because I'm going to get slandered for it as well.
That is true.
I don't think you would agree with that, right?
Today, my opinions are all over the shop.
With the final pick in the final round, the very last pick of our holiday draft, I am selecting Mardi Gras. It has gone very, very low on this list, and it is a lovely celebration. If you talk about celebrating here, unreal celebrations in the city. Where was it last year? I think Sydney Showground. Whole city comes together.
Did you go?
I personally watched it on TV.
Did you, mate? Did you?
Yes, I did. Did you?
I didn't. No, that's why it's not on my list.
That's why it's on my list, because I enjoyed the
What was your
spectacle.
favourite part about Mardi Gras?
The
this
floats.
year? Oh, yeah? What was your
Yeah.
favourite float? It's just the telling, mate. Actions speak louder than words here.
That was... You didn't need to do that to him.
Just saying, if he's got it on his list, it's got to mean something to him. He's just empty words at this point.
What does Ramadan mean to you?
I told you, it's good food. It means good
Lakemba. It means
vibes.
Lakemba to you.
No, it means going around with your friends and celebrating, people's cultures and different foods and
Anyways,
stuff. It's great.
it doesn't have to mean so much to me for it to be a great holiday.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
that's
alternate
fair.
to Sen's view, where all of Sen's is just about himself. I'm thinking about the society.
The minorities
Exactly.
in society. Yeah, I
The
respect
cultures,
that.
dude. Oxford Street lights up during the Mardi Gras period. Unreal celebrations. Good cause as well. That's why it isn't on my list.
How come you don't go, though?
How come you refuse to even be involved in Mardi Gras?
I actually live on Oxford Street.
And yet you are so anti.
No,
Doxing
that's,
yourself right now.
I'm leaving in 5 days. By the time this podcast will be out,
You'll be gone.
I will be long
That
gone.
is true.
Yeah, because you don't fucking support it.
No, that's my house, man. That's actually that's my
Don't
house.
do that either.
You've given the gummies both your house names.
You can pick which one. It's you can pick which one.
All right, to recap, my top 5 picks were as follows. Number 1, straight off the top, Christmas, heavy hitter. My second pick was Boxing Day, the 1-2 duo. My third pick was Melbourne Cup, bit rogue. Number 4 was Labor Day.
Even
And number
roguer.
5, I can stand by Labor Day. Number 5, controversially, I went Invasion Day / Australia Day. Insert whichever one you agree with there.
Beautiful. I went first pick, New Year's Eve.
Class pick.
Second pick, Chinese New Year. Third, Diwali. Fourth, Oktoberfest. Fifth, Ramadan.
Man,
Bro is a very cultural
That is up to
list.
say.
I
That is
like that.
actually-
I like that. And my list is first pick New Year's Day. Second pick was Easter. Third was
pick.
Halloween. Fourth was International Women's Day, which I still back to this very day. And last pick was Mardi Gras. So
Who had the best draft?
Manu, would you like a redo?
no, I stand by my list 100%. You guys are out here, non-inclusive, and I'm trying
Just,
to,
before we finish, I just want to say, we spoke about Anzac Day before we began. I thought you would have that on your list, maybe.
Yeah, I did, but it's
International Women's Day. It's far better, apparently, of a holiday.
I don't have to defend International Women's Day here. If you guys are anti-women, that's on you.
That's not.
That's like Ro trying to paint me as a genocide
Yeah,
supporter.
that is the same sort of
You
thing.
can't do that.
I can and I will.
Alrighty, that brings us to the end of our festive Christmas episode. Boys, what do we think? How do you think it went?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Ro.
Merry Christmas.
We didn't actually say that at all today,
We didn't actually.
but Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Coming up to the end of the year. We're talking about New Year's resolutions. Have you
that'll
thought
come.
of any?
No, that'll come in the next episode. Probably after I think about that. Our New Year's special. Don't forget about it.
Absolutely. We've got to come to that. Kush has told us we've got to do some homework for that episode. Come to that episode with our resolutions.
All right.
My resolution is 300 Spotify reviews by the end of this week. Now, can I do that myself? No, I cannot.
If you go to the Apple store and you use all the demo phones, it absolutely could.
I can, but I'd prefer some help.
Some organic.
Yeah, some real reviews.
Give Rose Christmas present, You guys listening. Ro would love a Christmas present.
And monetary doesn't have to be monetary. It just needs to be supporting us.
But it can also be monetary.
Look, if
His
you are
bank de-
so inclined.
His bank details are in the description.
His beam is in the description.
Minimum $10 per transaction.
We will see you next week.